A very good morning to one and all. Children, this is your English language class and we are going to start a new topic today, which is prepositions. Yes, children, you heard it right. It is pronounced as prepositions. Okay? Now, children, let us see the meaning of prepositions. Preposition in a sentence tells us the position of something in relation to another, which means a preposition is a word that shows a relationship between a noun or a pronoun and another word in a sentence. A preposition is a word that shows a relationship between a noun or a pronoun and another word in a sentence. Prepositions usually come before a noun and give information about time, place or direction. Alright, children? Okay. So we are going to start with preposition of place, children. Prepositions of place. The prepositions which give the answer to the question where in a sentence, those prepositions are known as prepositions of place. Some prepositions show where something happens. They are called prepositions of place. For example, Ahmed was sitting under a tree. Where was Ahmed sitting? Under a tree. There's a wooden floor underneath the carpet. Where is the wooden floor? Underneath the carpet. Okay? Some geese flew over their house. Where did some geese fly? Over. Okay? John and Sarah were hiding inside the wardrobe. Where John and Sarah were hiding? Inside the wardrobe. There was a tree beside the river. Where was a tree? Beside a river. I have a friend who lives in America. Where does my friend live? In America. Alright, children. So here, under, underneath, over, inside, beside, in. All these are some. Please pay attention to this word. All these are some prepositions of place. These prepositions answer the question where. Alright? Children, let us see some more examples. Above, up, after, on, before, against, by, behind, below, along, near, down, in, at, across, inside, between, over. All these are prepositions of place. Let us see some in the form of a sentence. The aeroplane is flying above the clouds. Where is the aeroplane flying? Above the clouds. The dog buried the bone under the ground. Where did the dog bury the bone? Under the ground. Our house is at the end of the street. Where is our house? At the end of the street. The cat ran across the road. Where did the cat run? Across the road. So children, in these sentences, above, under, at and across, these are prepositions of place. They are answering the question where. Alright? See, at, in, on, at the entrance, at the door, at a conference, at a party, at the corner, at the front. In the journal, in the kitchen, in the bank, in the market, in a basket, in the article. On the radio, on the ceiling, on the cover, on a map, on the carpet, on a page. So here are some more examples of prepositions of place. Now see, children, with the ball. Now there is a box and you can see this red one is a ball. So in the first picture, the ball is under the box. In the second picture, the ball is below the box. You can see the difference, children? Very good. So in the first picture, under is the preposition. In the second picture, below is the preposition. Alright? And they are answering the question of where. Okay, where is the ball? Under the box. In the second picture, where is the ball? Below the box. Alright? Now let's see here. In the first picture, the ball is behind the box. Then the ball is in front of the box. The ball is next to the box. The ball is between two boxes. The ball is near. The ball is above. The ball is below. The ball is in. The ball is on the box. Alright? Okay, children. There are some more here. inside, on, at, near, under, over, below, above, around, through, among, between, behind, in front of, along, across, up, down, opposite, into, out of, towards. Can you see there are so many prepositions? Alright, you need to read the sentence, children, and then ask yourself the question where. Okay, if the sentence is answering the question where, then it is preposition of place. Alright, see some more on the screen. Between, in front of, behind, to the left of, under or below, on, next to the right of. All these are prepositions of place, children. Now we are going to see preposition of time. The most common prepositions of time are in, on and at. You have to read the sentence and understand. Children, prepositions of time answer the question of when. Okay, prepositions of place answer the question of where. Time answers the question when. Common prepositions of time are before, after, between, by and up to. Everybody is nervous before examinations. When everybody is nervous? When? Before examinations. Got it? This sentence is answering the question of when. Alright? So here before is preposition of time. Some prepositions show when something happens. They are called prepositions of time. Let's see some examples. School starts at 7 o'clock. We are going to the mail on Saturday. No, you can't watch a video. It's past your bedtime already. I visited my grandparents during the summer. When did I visit my grandparents? During the summer. You must finish the work by Friday. When I should finish the work? By Friday. I'll do my homework before dinner. When I should do my homework? Before dinner. Here children, at, on, past, during, by, before. All these are prepositions of time. They are answering the question when in the sentence. Let's see some more. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, in January, in April, in the morning. On Monday, on Wednesday, on Saturday, on 24th January, on April 15th, on Sunday morning, at 8:30, at 12 o'clock, at 6 p.m, at noon or midday, at midnight, at dawn. Okay, let us see some more examples here, children. During is used when something happens within the time something else is happening. We stayed at a student hostel during the conference. For is used with a period of time. Like I am just going to bed for 2 hours or so. Until or till, up to a certain time. Like we'll wait till or until 6:30 for you. Since refers back to a point in time when something began. 40 years have passed away since they met. To show when something begins and ends, you use from and to. Her visit will extend from Monday to Thursday. Ago refers to how far back in time something happened. He left the house over an hour ago. Before refers to any time previous to a specific point in time. She is always up before dawn. By, he had promised to be back by 5 o'clock. After, I felt fairly relaxed after taking the medicine. 2, it's 1:45. Past, it's 10:05. They lived in New York between 1998 and 2004. Within, you should receive a reply within 7 days. So children, you need to read the sentence and see which question that sentence is answering. If the question is giving you the answer of where, then it is preposition of time. If it is giving you the answer of when, then it is preposition of time. If it is giving you the answer of where, then it is preposition of place. If it is giving you the answer of when, then it is preposition of time. Alright. Now we are going to see the last kind of prepositions, children, which is preposition of cause, reason or purpose. Children, preposition of cause or reason or purpose, they answer the question of why. Okay, W-H-Y, why. Alright. He is shivering with fever. Why he is shivering with fever? He took medicine for cold. Why did he take medicine? For cold. He suffers from asthma. Why he suffers from asthma? The old man died of hunger. Why did the old man die of hunger? They lost their bags through negligence. Why did they lose their bags? Through negligence. Children, all these prepositions with, for, from, of, through, they are answering the question of why. So these prepositions come under preposition of cause, or reason or purpose. Alright. In these sentences, the words with, for, from, of and through are prepositions. They tell us about the cause, that is why something happens. There are many other prepositions that are used for various other purposes. There is a big tree in front of her house. Where is the big tree? In front of. The files were destroyed by fire. Indian soldiers fought with great courage. This is a famous quotation from William Shakespeare. In spite of all his wealth, he is not satisfied. She slept till 10 o'clock. She cut vegetables with a knife. He will return within 2 hours. We fly between New York and London twice daily. And he distributed sweets among the children. All the prepositions are highlighted with red here, children. Please remember, prepositions show the relationship between a noun or a pronoun in a sentence with another word. It can be another word, can be anything. Another word can be noun or anything. It shows relationship. Alright. Okay. And then we have studied about three types of preposition. Preposition of place answers the question where. Preposition of time answers the question when. Preposition of cause or reason or purpose answers the question why. Okay, children? Okay, so this is your book. We will read from your book as well. The book is on the table. The sheep are in the field. The fan is above the bed. The man is under the tree. The girl is near the gate. Here, children, all these red words are prepositions. A preposition is generally followed by a noun or a pronoun. A preposition is a word that shows the relationship of a noun or a pronoun with another word in a sentence. The same word is used as preposition, or it can be used as an adverb also. Let us see the difference between both. A preposition is usually followed by a noun or a pronoun. Okay? When just after the word there is a noun or a pronoun, then it is a preposition. But it is not the case with adverb. You can see, children, she takes after her mother. After the preposition after, there is a pronoun her. His mother arrived soon after. Now here, after the word after, there is no noun or a pronoun. He came before the appointed time. After before, you have the appointed time. So before is a preposition. I have met him before. Now here, after before, there is nothing. No noun, no pronoun. So this is an adverb. We will study the difference more when we will study the chapter adverb. Alright. The object of the preposition. The gift is from Mohit. The news is from Jaipur. In these sentences, the preposition from has objects, Mohit and Jaipur. Remember, we have done the objects before, children. Object in a sentence is something about which we are talking. Okay. So here the gift is from Mohit. The news is from Jaipur. The noun or pronoun that follows a preposition is said to be governed by the preposition, it is called the object of the preposition. Now let us see some rules for using prepositions. In is used with cities, towns and villages when we consider them as areas, not as a point on a journey. Ramesh was born in Kolkata. They live in Agra. In is used with the name of the street. In is used with different parts of the day. At is used with addresses. At is used with the word night. In is used for things at rest and into for things in motion. Like the manager is in the office. She got into a car and drove away. Till. She had not reached till 10 o'clock. With. For the instrument and by the agent. Cut this fruit with the knife. The tiger was killed by the hunter. In is used to denote at the end of a period of time and within to denote before the end of a period of time. They will return in a month. The monsoon will arrive within a month. Out. On. From. Upon. Between. Among. Beside. Besides. Since. For. There are many prepositions, children. We will be reading about this in the class also. Alright. And you can go through your book as well. Is that okay, children? We will discuss all this in the class. We will do book exercises as well. Okay. And do revise the topic. Have a nice day. Stay home. Stay safe, children. Thank you.